Hey everyone, we are back for another Burlington Parks and Recreation update, and we are here at the Simons Park Treehouse, and Brendan's standing by. So, without further ado, Brendan, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Robert. Thanks for having me.
How did spring registration go, and how were the numbers?
We had registration for the spring brochure back in February, and the numbers exceeded last year. Our registration went very well, and we're up in running our spring programs. We have a lot of Spring-a-Palooza events going on now, and they include some yoga in the treehouse, as well as some terrarium building in the treehouse. So we've incorporated our treehouse into our programming, and then we had some kite flying and events this past week, and coming up we have the community yard sale, and we'll have the fishing festival. So the spring is we're in full swing for the spring. No pun intended.
You recently released the summer brochure, so talk a little about what that entails.
Yeah, it went great. We held registration on Tuesday, April 25th, and we shattered last year's numbers on the first night. We have a ton of programs that are full, and we're really excited because this is really no restrictions on programs. We're out of COVID restrictions far enough now that we're back to a typical summer offering. We're excited. We have a lot of returning staff. A lot of our favorite programs are back. Club Simons, Park Place, middle school parks, those are all back. We have a lot of programs for preschoolers all the way up through young teen, and then obviously our fitness programs and other programs for adults. We're also offering our inclusion services again, inclusion support. So if your child has a disability and requires support for one of our programs, there is a deadline of May 10th to apply for those services. So definitely call the office, get in touch with our therapeutic rec specialist, Emma Jones. She'll be able to get you set up with support services. Overall, programs, we're really excited, like I said, for all the offerings we have. We have some great new ones that we're putting out in the brochure. We have a Mom and Me Burn, which is a fitness class for moms and their kids. We're really excited about that. And we have a middle school field hockey team that will start in September. It's in our summer brochure. We've built a little bit of a following with a field hockey program the last couple of years, and we're hoping to really have a nice middle school field hockey team. And I think I mentioned before, in the spring we have a Mom and Me yoga class up in the treehouse as part of Spring-a-Palooza, so that is taking place. And then we have a new class that we're offering. It's called, I'm gonna need some help pronouncing this. I've been practicing it, but pranayama, which is yogic breathing. So it's a whole exercise on breathing involved with yoga. So we're excited about that as well. Just lots of good things coming up in this summer. Really looking for people to get outside and enjoy our parks. Enjoy this treehouse, this beautiful treehouse, attend a concert, just so much to do.
Any special events we should know about?
Well, we have our concert series that happens weekly, but we also have a disc golf after dark that is going to take place on June 2nd, so it's early summer. That should prove to be pretty cool, first time doing that, so we're excited about that. And of course, everyone's favorite, Celebrate Burlington, coming up in August, the first Saturday in August. So that one is coming up and will be, I'm sure, the talk of the town.
Celebrate Burlington is scheduled for August. How have you been preparing for this year's celebration?
Preparation started for Celebrate Burlington almost immediately after last year's. Take a little bit of a break, but the planning for this year started last year. We're already getting sponsorships in. If there's a community group or business in Burlington that is looking to get involved in Celebrate Burlington, please contact our office. Our Assistant Director, Kelly Lehman, is handling Celebrate Burlington. And as you know, Robert, it's a giant day of fun. we're really looking forward to another successful event this year.
What does the maintenance staff do to prepare for the spring and early summer?
Our maintenance staff is hard at work getting all of the ball fields ready, opening bathroom facilities, turning on the irrigation, doing cleanups from the winter storms. They are extremely busy this time of year. And then we start to take on some seasonal help as well, and bringing them in, training the seasonal staff, doing an orientation with them. It's all part of the responsibilities in the spring. And then they're fertilizing, overseeding, preparing the athletic fields beyond just getting them open for the spring. We then go into our spring maintenance as far as fertilization, aeration. We'll do some aerating later in the spring as we get into early summer before the heat really hits. But they're extremely busy. And this time of year is difficult because they're cooped up from the winter months. They want to be out on fields and stuff and playing sports, but it does take some prep to get those fields ready. We were lucky this year. We had a little warmer start to the spring than in the past.
It's still May, but are preparations underway for the fall?
So our program staff is always a season ahead. So they're finalizing summer plans as far as putting people into the right place. And once June hits, they'll be right into the fall brochure. So, that goes out in July, and we have registration in August. So everything just keeps rolling for us. So they will be working on the fall brochure, putting that together in June.
Brendan, to end our conversation, what do you like seeing best about families participating in the programs?
I love the weather. Just being outside, seeing everybody outside, enjoying our parks, our facilities, our programs, and enjoying themselves and their families. I'd just like to see happy faces. Hopefully everyone's having a good time, enjoying the weather, enjoying what we have to offer, and just enjoying the town of Burlington.
Well, Brendan, I want to thank you for coming on for another Parks and Recreation update.
Thanks, Robert.